Okay, so we're going to be doing the hour of code today, and basically it's just something that over 100 million students worldwide have tried this hour of code, and it's meant to just give you a real basic understanding of what coding is and how important it is to our current world. So we're going to watch a little video here. It's about 5 minutes long. You just sit back, relax, and let me know if
I
you
think
can't hear
19th
the sound or
century was
anything.
about the Industrial Revolution, about electricity, about disrupting the agricultural society and making it more advanced. The 20th century was about physics and engineering to do more things easier in our everyday life, from refrigerators to washing machines.
All right, we can't hear it. Um, that's a great thing to know. I wasn't sure if I played it on my end. So let's do. If you are watching this video because you were not in class today, um, we are watching something called the Hour of Code. And if you just type in the words "computer science is changing everything" into YouTube, you'll get this video. It's 5.5 minutes long. Go ahead and watch it. It gives a little bit of a rationale behind why coding is important and how it could be used and how it is used throughout the course of um, basically the last decade, and how it's going to be a major part, if it isn't already, of our current life. And I'd say pretty much everything you do that's electronic has some form of coding involved in it. And you could see there's some very famous, wealthy people that are involved in the coding world. So I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing today. And then we're going to have you guys work, and you're going to work on the hour of code. And as soon as you've mastered one piece, I'm going to have you guys message me in the chat saying, I finished it. And then once you're done, you're going to go to Schoology and post a comment on a discussion board of about what's one thing you learned about coding um, from this activity. So let me show you this first, just so you guys are all aware um, what needs to be done. So give me 1 second. I'll pull up the website. All right. So let me just show you what you need to do. First thing is some of you are advanced coders already, right? You know a lot more than I do, which isn't hard to do. Um, so you might be able to click on the comfortable category. I personally, I would have to click on the beginner. But I do want you guys to go, and I'll give you this site here in a second. I want you to click on the 9 plus beginners, and then there's a lot of options. You get to choose. There's a ton of these, whatever one you want. Now, I've not done all of these. I mean, there is, it looks like hundreds of them. Um, but a lot of my students in the past have designed their own Google logo, which is kind of cool. Some of them do the dance party, they play the Flappy game. I was a big fan of the Star Wars one. So let me just show you the Star Wars one because I know I'm familiar with it. And I believe there's audio here, and I'm going to try to mute it. Let me know if you can't hear me speaking. If you can't hear me, then I'll have to not show you this, and we'll just have you figure it out on your own. So I'm going to hit start. If you have a pop-up blocker that comes up, it appears here, you might have to allow this. Now, I don't know a lot about JavaScript, so I'm going to use blocks. That's my advice. And by the way, if you would like, you can get some coding. They show coding with Steph Curry, if you know who he is. Different inspiration pieces about coding. So you don't have to watch those videos, but they're there if you would like. Click try now. And there's a video. If you would like to watch this video, I recommend doing it because it might save you time in the long run. Sorry. It might save you time in the long run. I'm not going to play this video for you now. So I'm just going to go here and I just, okay. I'm looking for the mute button. Can you guys hear me? Can somebody just say yes or no? I can hear you. Okay, sweet. Thank you. All right, so here's what we got. Your goal in this case is to help build a galaxy with code. And notice there's 1 through 15, and you have to get to here when I finish. So you have to go 1 all the way to the end. And you don't have to sign in. You can do this as an individual, just as a guess. But there are hints, and that video that we watched would have given you a couple of hints, but we have to get BB-8 to this scrap metal using codes. So it says add a second move right, so it tells me what to do to start, to command your code, and then click run. So I have to add another add to the right, because I need BB-8 to move 2 spots to the right to get this code. So I'm going to click here, and then it snaps in. That's the idea with blocks, is it's just programmed. And now we want them to go to the right, to the right, to the right. If I hit run, he got it, BB-8 got it, and that's the first one. It's real simple to start. And then it says you can either show the code, keep playing, continue, and then notice I go to the next one, and it shows a green dot. So then it says we need more scrap. Can you help get the metal in this area? Notice there's 2 of them, so I have to move BB-8 to the right twice and down 2. So I need to have, this is a whole idea of coding, but when this happens, we want to move to the right, to the left, or excuse me, to the right, and then I want to move down and down. Now let's say I accidentally screwed this up. You can move it. Oh, maybe you can't. So in that case, instead of redoing it, I can just click on it and change the arrows, and then click run, and you can see BB-8's grabbing it, and then we're done. So now we go to the next one, and it's going to add more things as you go. So please read the instructions, and I believe there's like a video that pops up halfway through on some of them, so you'll have to watch that. But that's your job, is to go through one of the hours of code using whatever you want. And this is kind of cool because you get to choose it. Here's my advice. If you click on one and you're like, this is dumb, I don't like it, go to X out of it and do a different one. All right, so what I'm going to ask you to do is you're going to work on this for however long it takes. It might take 10 minutes, it might take 15. Some of them get really creative, and that might take a little longer, but that's fine. So what you're going to do then is when you're done, you're going to come back to Zoom, and you're just going to type in your chat, Strub, I'm done, or I finished my hour of code. And then you have to go to our geometry site. So let me see if I can find this again. And I just want to show you this. So once you're done with that, you're going to go to Schoology, and you can see the link right here, or it's in the week 4. And we only have Monday because I won't see you guys for the rest of the week, that's kind of cool for you guys. And then you're going to post in the hour of code, and it looks like some people have already done that. So that's the agenda for today. I do want to note, nope, that's last try. If you have any outstanding work, I'm going to kind of talk to you separately here. So I don't want you to leave Zoom. My thoughts were if you were working on this, it would that would buy me some time to have some conversations with people. So I'm going to do this. I need to talk to the 2 people that I mentioned to already, so you guys hang tight. Everybody else, here is in the link is the hour of code in the chat box. So you can open that up, start working, and then when you're done, send me a chat, and make sure you post in Schoology. And that's it for today then. So I'm going to quick do a breakout room. Okay. Yeah, if you finish early, throw it in the chat. Make sure you do your discussion post, and then you're done. Have a great weekend. You don't need to be on Zoom once you say you're done. I'm going to jump in some breakout rooms, so I'll come back in a second.